Quick clap. See you later, suckers.
Such incredible style and features at such great value.
Go.
It's gonna feel like you stole it.
They'll never take us alive. Never.
And it's fun to pretend you did. Suzuki.
MixxFM News.
Thrive Agri Services, helping your animals, farms and people to thrive at thriveagriservices.com.au.
Part of the Ace Radio Network, 88.9 and 93.7 MixxFM.
13 degrees in Melbourne, showers and windy tomorrow, a top of 16. It's 6 o'clock. Good evening. I'm Tony Tardio. Australia's political leaders are defending the Governor-General as David Hurley is criticised over his role in a secret power grab. Lucy Gray.
From 2020 to 2021, General Hurley signed off on 5 extra ministerial appointments for then Prime Minister Scott Morrison. It was up to Mr Morrison to inform his coalition colleagues and the public about the arrangement, but he chose to keep it a secret. Philip Benwell from the Australian Monarchists League says the GG could have done more.
Insisted more people know about it.
It's a stance both Mr Morrison and his successor, Anthony Albanese, don't share.
The criticisms are egregious.
I have no intention of undertaking any criticism.
The GG has released a statement saying he followed all normal processes. In Canberra, Lucy Gray at 9 News.
Opposition leader Matthew Guy is pledging to repair Victoria's health system with money saved from scrapping the suburban rail network. Stephanie Wacklewick.
The suburban rail loop would be shelved and the money saved would be pumped into the state's crippled healthcare system. Opposition leader Matthew Guy making the promise 101 days out from the November state election. But given the project is relying on a 3-way funding split with the federal government and private investment, Mr Guy concedes the coalition may not receive every cent it's hoping for.
Even if it was only $11 to $15 billion, that is building 15 new hospitals.
The Andrews government has already spent $2.2 billion on early works contracts the opposition leader has promised to honour, but he says the rail loop will only be built if and when the state can afford it. Premier Daniel Andrews warns the move will only drive the state's finances further into the ground.
Every day that goes by they become more important. They also get more expensive if you were to put them off.
At State Parliament, Stephanie Wacklewick, 9 News.
A man accused of stealing human heads from the Footscray Cemetery has died. The Herald Sun is reporting he was due to face court today. His death is not being treated as suspicious. The man who stood in 1975 on the steps of the old Parliament House in Canberra to read the proclamation dismissing Prime Minister Gough Whitlam has died, aged 89. Sir David Smith was the official secretary to Governor-General Sir John Kerr.
The Governor-General of Australia do by this my proclamation dissolve the Senate and the House of Representatives. Given under my hand and the Great Seal of Australia on the 11th of November 1975 by His Excellency's command, Malcolm Fraser, Prime Minister, John R. Kerr, Governor-General. God save the Queen.
A man who attempted to kidnap a boy from a Box Hill tram will remain in custody after facing court for the first time. A woman who stopped the abduction was quick to take photographs of the man, which led to an arrest less than 24 hours after the incident on Monday. Chelsea Spencer says she'd do it again.
It was terrifying that it happened in broad daylight on a tram in the middle of such a busy suburb. I think everyone needs to look out for children, especially on public transport.
In finance news, the share market up 19 points, the dollar buying 70.14 US cents.
Sam Groves knows the Hamilton property market. Call Sam at Groves Real Estate.
Collingwood's Jordan De Goey and Jack Ginnivan could both face Carlton in Sunday's blockbuster at the MCG. Scans have cleared Ginnivan of a hamstring strain. Pies high-performance manager Jared Wade says De Goey's hip flexor strain is progressing well.
Repeated a more intense session today, so he ran at a really high level today. I think he hit 95% max speed or something like that, so straight line running all good. That it's more the change of direction intensity that we need to have a look at. We need to put him into training on Friday, assess how that change of direction is. The fact that he's running running and sprinting in straight lines gives us some level of confidence.
Australia will play almost half their test and whiteboard days against England and India over the next 4 years. Australia will host Bangladesh for 2 test matches in 2027. It's 6:05. That's the latest in news and sport.
If you have an unwanted tree that needs removing or trees that are encroaching on fence lines, Barco can sort it out. They're your local accredited professional team and one-stop shop for tree lopping and traffic management.
The next time you try a McCafe coffee, you'll be enjoying the delicious taste of Australia's most popular barista-made coffee. Just one of many reasons to try McCafe.
If you haven't been into beds lately, maybe you should check out the range and quality of their stock. They don't have any trouble competing on price, and their staff really go that extra mile to help. It's no wonder they're going from strength to strength. Beds of Portland, MixxFM's Business of the Month.
MixxFM, your official emergency broadcaster.
So if you're hitting the open road on your next outdoor adventure,
MixxFM weather.
Selling or buying your home? Edith Fox Southern Gradient Livestock and Real Estate for Portland and surrounds.
There's a strong wind warning for the west coast and a damaging wind warning for the southwest. Cloudy for the rest of your Wednesday with winds reaching 35 k's and an overnight low of 9 degrees. Cloudy again tomorrow with a chance of a thunderstorm and showers reaching a top of 15. Friday there'll be cloud about with rain in the evening and a top of 13. And Saturday cloudy with showers in the morning and Arvo, a high of 14. Tomorrow looking at a top of 15 for Hamilton and 17 for Warrnambool, Portland and the coast.
Harvey Norman Hamilton, your kitchen appliance specialist.
At the moment it's 11 degrees.